Hey, what's up, family? And welcome to Tech for Rec, where we talk about a lot of things, everything normally, basically YouTube, but we also do reviews. We also show cameras, phones, lights. We get into all that on this channel. Everything about making content, everything about being successful on sites, but mainly YouTube. But we're going to talk about everything, applications that are free, what should you use, what could you use, what works, what don't work, that and more on this channel. So with that being said, you've wound up in the right place. And if you ever thought about making content, do it. Don't worry about what people are going to say, because guess what? Right. They're always going to talk about you. They're always going to have something to say because they're hating. So as you already know, this is Tech for Rec. If you're trying to gain 100 subscribers or more within 30 days, or probably way less than 30 days, if you're trying to gain 200 or 300 subscribers in 30 days, maybe even 1,000, the bottom line is you're gonna get hundreds of thousands of subscribers with what I'm about to tell you. So don't go nowhere, because this is very important for you to know. But first of all, you must know that you are special if you're thinking about making content. That there's something that's pushing you to be a greater you. And that alone already is a win. You already up. Because there's not a lot of people thinking like you. It's only a chosen few. Although it seems like it's so many. It feels like all these sites are so saturated, right? With a lot of content people, a lot of content creators, right? But people quit and give up every second, every day. And it makes an available space for someone that wants it, someone that's eager, someone that's hungry as you. The time is now. Remember, post today, don't delay. We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more things here on Tech for Rec. So, great tip. First thing I think that you want to do is you want to download keywords everywhere. I left the video down there. It's not in the description, probably, to be honest. I'm being a little lazy, but you can find the video at my channel, and you can actually go to the actual page, which is TEK, the number 4, and REK, Tech for Rec. And I explain a little somewhat keywords and what they basically about and what they do. I didn't really get too full into detail about it. Actually, I did, but I could have did a whole lot better. Those were my beginning videos, and so is this one on this channel, because we all know I have the channel called On the Lockout, where I talk about my life and my prison experience and my street experience and how I made it on YouTube, a little something, right? Not fully there yet in life, but we're not doing too bad. And how I got on other channels. I have 5 YouTube channels and other podcasts, audio podcasts. And I talk about all different things. Here I do try to do the tech thing, the review thing, the motivational thing, which I try to do on all my channels. The message thing, which I try to do on all my channels. The letting people know that they can make it in life, and especially here on a life as a YouTuber or influencer or just a good person in life in general, right? Because we all can be morons, we all can act like jerks. I done that, been there. At times I still can be that person, right? But the bottom line is that like I said before, that you're special if you're here and you're trying to make a way for yourself and find yourself and partly generate an income that could help you and your family and your loved ones. But keep in mind, it's never about the money. If you start off doing it for the money, you already lost, because you're already in a game of catch up, and it's going to get you depressed. It's going to get you stressed out. You're not going to know what to do, because in the beginning, you're probably not going to win off rip. It might take you some time. It's different strokes for different folks. I can show you the way, I can show you what to do, but I also got to tell you to read the fine print where it says results may vary. Facts for everybody's luck or communication skills or lack thereof are totally different. With that being said, you're going to go and you're going to download keywords. Then you want to punch in at the top of the search thing where you put, they even got keywords for YouTube. You can do it for YouTube. You can see the metadata tags that people are using actually for their videos, and that helps out. What you want to do is you don't want to lie when you putting in or filling out what I call the paperwork, which we all know is on a digital scale, like meaning like what I call, like, you're typing it in paperwork, the questions, answers type thing like that, but you're doing it on YouTube for your video. You already know what it is. Whatever you call that, that's where you put the info at. So you want to put it on the title, the description, and the metadata. And once you're filling that out, you want to make sure that your title starts off immediately with a keyword that's being searched for a lot. You're going to look at the numbers. You're going to make comparisons because you're trying to name something. So if you're talking about, let's say, restaurant where you eat breakfast at, let's say you're talking about a story where breakfast with family, let's say, whatever, right? So maybe you want to look up the word breakfast and see how many people looked it up within the last few seconds. Is it a word that's like trending that people are using a lot? Believe it or not, words be trending. Facts. Like people are using it on their titles, on a lot of things. So you look for that word, right? And and I'm not telling you, you make content that suits you and suits your audience or the audience you're trying to cater to, right? So with that being said, let's say there's a word that that's super popular and that people say it on the constant basis and probably look it up on a constant basis. So then you need to make your content revolving around that word. Facts. Do that for the first 30 days and you're going to take off to the moon. I guarantee you. But in your description, you want to put the words that are in your title, put them in your description. I see people fail with that. And what listen, I'm no genius, but I can tell you whatever the out right? The bots, or everything down there, the brain of the two is deciding where your video is gonna go. Don't play with that part. You got no time to play. You trying to make it. You're not trying to play with these people. You're not trying to find out if something works or not yet. Because you don't have 2, no 3, no 4, no 5,000 subscribers, or you don't have 10,000 hours of watch time. The machine is not responding to you yet. It's like, who are you? It got to get to know you better. Familiarize yourself with what's going on YouTube. When you're doing nothing at home, instead of searching through your phone on gossip, find out what's going to help you succeed on a platform that is the largest platform in the world. Besides Google. And guess who owns YouTube? Right, Google. With that being said, you're in the right place. There's space for everyone. You just made it. Welcome to YouTube. You're on your way to being a YouTuber, an influencer, have a voice, be something, start your own career, not work for no one but self, your own business. You get out of it what you put in. Would you want to lose your own business after you bought the building, cleaned it up, fixed the ceiling, all that? Nah, right? So you need to stay on top of your pages or page, because just like that, overnight, bam, it'll be gone. Everybody left. Or you get a good hacker and he does you dirty. What you gonna do then? So stay open-minded, think outside the box. Everything YouTube, but keep in mind that anything can happen with YouTube. With that being said, open your eyes and tell your people I'm also over here if anything happens. You got to be smart with it. I'm not going to last you all your life. So check it out. You fill out the description. Let's say you put you want to talk about breakfast, like I said, with your family. right? You got to keep up with me. This is not a topic channel. None of my channels are topic channels. I'll be all over the place with it, but I guarantee you one thing for sure and two things for certain, that when we're done, it's gonna all piece itself together, and you're gonna not be too upset at wasting your time here. Facts. So did I say I'm from Sunset Park, Brooklyn? Yeah, I did, right? Okay. So I also told you that I didn't graduate high school or make it to college or none of that, right? I come from the street, a life of gangs, if you want to call it that, what everybody calls it, uh, since a child. Uh, a lot of things, man. I felt abandonment, lonely, homelessness, drugs, neighborhood infested with prostitutes and pimps. The life. It's not funny though. But check this out. Today we here. And you need to be here too. So if I can make it on YouTube, I say all that to say that, listen, if I can maneuver through the tube and I learned everything that I need to learn, you're going to be a, what? You're going to own this thing. You got this. We are family. We here to help. So check this out, right? You fill out so let's say you want to go to diner with your moms, right? I mean, to a restaurant, right? So then that's your decision on the words you're looking up. Maybe you want to look up diner. How many people are looking up the word diner? How many people are looking up the words dinner with mom as a keyword or phrases? You know, family day, out with the family. The first 2 or 3 words that you put into that description are essential, because listen, that's the first thing it's gonna pick up. I only try to put like 11 words in my description at tops. This is what happens with YouTube and what's going on down there. If I'm feeding you so much information in one day, and I'm telling you about YouTube, how to get on YouTube, but I'm also trying to explain to you how Twitter works. At the same token, I'm trying to tell you how Facebook works and all these social media sites that we're on. And I'm telling you that I also have an Instagram page called On The Lockout _ On The Lockout _ And then I tell you I have a hip hop channel on YouTube that is called Golden Culture with a K, culture with a K, Golden Culture with a K. And that I also have a Spanish channel called Noticias por YouTube, right? And then I tell you that the channel that I'm always on is On The Lockout. ON space THE space lockout, being a compound or together word, right? So if I tell you all that, do you remember what I just said? Exactly? In order, how it goes? Probably not. Chances are you don't. So, how do you think the machine, the technical parts of this YouTube thing, frequencies, all types of things that people talk about, right, that are going on. So, how do you think that thing feels when it's dealing with billions of people with so much information? So, you feed it too much, it's not going to know what to do with your video. It's trying to find out where to put your video. If you start lying to the algorithm, the bots, whatever it is, right, that's going on, it's just when someone lies to you and they feed you false information or too much information, you kind of like get shooken up and you don't want to deal with it, or that person talks too much. And that's probably the smartest person you're ever going to encounter. But because probably your attention span, it's very minute. It's not attention span of a scholar or a dude that's into learning knowledge and into that type of conversation, then you just want to take flight and get out of there, because you want to go back to doing what you're comfortable doing, which is nothing for yourself or your life. So when someone is explaining to you how to get things together in order in your life so that you could become what you dream of becoming but never took the steps in becoming the dream, then nothing is gonna work. It's just the bottom line. So I say all that to say that the machine does the same thing. It just lets you go. You don't want to fill it up with lies. The metadata, you want to put exactly what's going on in your video. If you're talking about me, Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4, and REK, then if you mention me in your video, then you can put that in your metadata. If you mention Jennifer Lopez, maybe you want to put her in your metadata. But don't start putting things in your metadata that are not in your video or not on your channel. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes even the back could be deceiving. Because although this is a tech channel, I have a microphone on my back, but I'm not talking about microphones today. But then I have a microphone up here. So, but you could confuse the system like that. Trust me. Because it's trying to figure out where to put your video. So now what they have is like this speech recognition, and it's I don't know like the actual word of it, to be honest, but it's picking up what we're saying in our content, so they have a better idea of where your video goes. Because so many content creators were doing things just to place their video up in higher statuses and in different places where the video doesn't actually belong. So you make a video about Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, right? But you're putting Audio-Technica headphones in your metadata because you want the tech guys to see your video. You want your video to reach everywhere. You're putting hats. You're putting baseball bat. You're putting all types of things. Coffee, phone. It's not going to work. They could shut down your page for that. Just a heads up. They will shut your page down for that. They can, and they have. They just haven't got to everybody yet because a lot of people. It's billions of people on YouTube. Another thing that does not work for me, and I'm pretty sure when people hashtag and you see the blue little thing on the top, and on the bottom of their title, and they put hashtag like whatever, like let's say you're putting hashtag Jennifer Lopez or me and the kids, but you and the kids and Jennifer Lopez is not on your video. You don't want to do that because they can shut your channel down. If they haven't done it to you and you're doing it, then they haven't just gotten to you. And we're not the YouTube police, but one thing is for sure and two things is for certain, being that we're here to let you know how it goes and how to gain over 1,000 subscribers or a few hundred subscribers in 30 days or less. Then trust me, that's not something you want to do. People do it because they feel the video moves around more and the algorithm, the bots, YouTube. Now, that's a crap. I just think that you're giving a bigger boost to the person that you're naming. I don't know, but I never thought that those tags work in any sense more or less than the metadata starting not to work for some people. I don't know. Some people say that that's stopping to work. Some people saying that what you say is what's really popping. Some people say that the description and the title means nothing. But I'm here to tell you that that's all false. That's all still holding weight because I am the type of person that I experiment with it. I don't care if my video is getting 300 views because I tried something new. I know that the next time I know not to do that, and I'm going to accomplish more like that because I like working more so on my own than taking, I don't know, like advice. I'm not even, advice I take from people, but I'm more or less so like I don't want to mess something up at another person's cause because they told me to do something and I did it, and now I'm kind of like upset at them. So I just tried things on my own, and what works for me might work for you and it might not work for you. I'm not selling you nothing. What I'm telling you is that I'm pretty sure that I have the recipe that can help you be successful in a lot of these platforms that people lack the knowledge of becoming better at what they're trying to do, or even taking the steps in doing what you may want to do, because a lot of people are very, very afraid to face their fears and just make the video in the first place, let alone post it. So you'll make the video and you'll hold it for like 30 years and you done gained weight, lost weight in the process, you look older, a lot of things happen. But you don't need to worry about that, because the beauty about content is that there's an audience for you when you was younger, there's an audience for you when you was older, and it just depends what is your target audience. And at times you'll be surprised the audience that's following you. You have doctors, you have lawyers, you know, the people that have hit me and been like, look, I'm from so and so university, look, I'm a real estate agent, I own all these houses. The businesses go on, and it's super overwhelming and it's cool. But I say all that to say that I didn't go to school for this. So if I was able to do it, then I'm pretty sure you are too. And if I can motivate you to be a better you, then why not? At the same time, it helps me be a better me, because all of it. And when I see people say how much they've been inspired and they open their channel because they was inspired through what we do here and what's going on, then that is priceless to me. And that's why I always say it's not about the money. That's always gonna come. And it gets, the more content you make and the longer you're on YouTube, the bigger and bigger your bag starts getting. So like the more nervous and nervous you can start getting, and you can start tarnishing it like on your own if you're not accustomed to like quick change in your life, because it's quick change. It's like boom, it's like you made a record and it went platinum and you're lit and everybody's like, holy snap, that's that girl, that guy from YouTube, and you don't know what the hell to do. And it starts getting crazy and crazy as the days go by. But what I could tell you is that you want to try to just focus on making content, because that could distract you, because sometimes you'll be richer in fame than in money. And I don't know if that's your goal. You know what I mean? I know that it's for sure not mine, because fame, I've done that before I even did any of this, because I was in the street hard body. So if you want to say, everywhere I went, people were like, oh, snap, whoa, what up, what up? But it's just a different what up now. It's like a more respectful what up. It's like a what up, like, oh, that's that dude that makes content, or that's that dude that does this. That's the guy that got like 5 YouTube channels, man. Like I hear people and it's cool. You know, I don't laugh in a bad way, but I find it like awesome, you know, and that's gonna happen for you too. So yeah, bottom line, that's just the way it is. So you can leave in the comments, what are you trying to do, and if any of this stuff works for you or what works for you. Have you tried anything yet that you've seen from this channel or other channels? But the best thing that I could tell you to download is definitely keywords everywhere. And it's actually called just like that, keywords everywhere. And find out. Look, you got to go to trending. Find out what's trending on the news. People say, what am I going to talk about? War? I don't have, like, my life wasn't as crazy as yours. You think you got to talk about my life or something that crazy? Like, people make up pain, and it's sad, because they want to make up that they was homeless. They want to make up that they was on drugs. Why would you want to do that? Like, the glorification of negative things is like crazy. But I get it. That's what people attend to and what people think is cool nowadays. So yeah, I mean, you could basically do what I do. Like, to be honest, sometimes I just get on and I just start talking about however I'm feeling. Like I'm doing that right now. Like, this what I'm doing. This it's like I'm holding conversation. That's the way I feel. I'm so comfortable with it already that I don't even feel like if I'm making content. You understand? Because I'm not even aware like of the mistakes I may make, like to edit it, to take it out. Just alone with this video alone and certain videos I make, I do it so that you can see that without B-roll, without intro, without outro, without whatever, if people love you and they see that you're genuine and you're being you and you're not selling them a crock of shit, sky's the limit for you, man. And you're gonna take off and you're gonna do beautiful things. Because as long as you're not hating on no one and you're focused on what you're doing, at the same time letting people know that, look, thank you, I'm grateful, I appreciate you. Without you, I wouldn't be anyone. Letting the so-called, what people call subscribers, that are there for you more than family. So they are your new family. I know firsthand, because I don't deal with family. So what I did, I built one on YouTube. Facts. And have had people that I've met here through YouTube be there for me more than anyone in my family has ever been for me and would ever be. And they was coming by the dozens and up to today. And beautiful, awesome people. What you do with people that love you and show you this tender loving care is completely up to you. You can burn bridges, or you can make it over them bridges to really build something or reconstruct something that you had destroyed in the past. You have an opportunity to make things and fix them, make things better for yourself. Never mind your immediate family. We already know they're not there. Then a lot of people, and this is not for everybody. This may not be your life, but I could tell you one thing: that family is gonna be the last ones to applaud you in doing YouTube and wanting to quit college, your job, and say, I'm taking this full time. Because they might see it when they see people on here, they think because of the channels that you're probably watching, they think people on here joking, or they see dudes, kids, or people playing video games. They don't know that the dude is making 50 million or 150 million dollars. Because it sounds like it's not real. So you think a 50, 60-year-old dude is going to believe that? Your pops or your moms? They're like, show me the money. And still then, they'll think you're doing something crazy. Because they don't know the power of online media. They don't know the power of content. So we're going to make a video just based on content. They don't know the power of visual, of human, like verbal interaction right through a live stream. Let's say where people feel like they're actually part of your life, like you're sharing something with them. They don't know the power of storytelling, right? They just know to get up in the morning, jump on the train or their car and go to work for somebody else, to make that somebody else rich, to keep working, to work some more, to try to pay off a house or cars, property that they never finish paying off because your death comes before all that. While the person they working for is getting rich and everything is paid for. The American dream. Work for other people, make them rich. I'm going to tell you something about bosses. They're not in the business of making their employees rich. They're there for them and their family to be wealthy and live comfortable. They're not there for take care of 300 people to make sure that you all wealthy. What is he gonna have? So you need to be him. There's room for a whole bunch of bosses. Facts. Be a boss. Think big. Dream big. Be epic. But always while doing so, stay you. This is Tech for Rec. Stay tuned.